Hi, this is Melanie from Blue Diamond. Today I want to talk to you about asking for feedback. Now, I have this conversation with a lot of clients. People think they're doing well in their role, or maybe they haven't got an idea. And the question I always ask is, well, when did you last ask for feedback? And I think the challenge is that we don't like asking for feedback. Either we feel that it makes us look needy, or maybe we're scared about what they are going to say. And yet, if we don't ask for feedback, how do we really know? Now, sometimes we do know, we have a good kind of inner sense, inner compass, and we can get a good idea because maybe it's not getting feedback from our boss, but it's getting feedback from other stakeholders or our team members. And sometimes we really don't know. We think we're doing a good job, and yet when promotions come round or appraisals, maybe there are some surprising things that come out. And actually, if we did know sooner rather than later, then we can actually do something about it. They say that feedback is a gift, and sometimes it's a gift that we are not ready or not comfortable to hear. And yet, if we hear it and digest it, we can then decide if we put it into practice or not. Now, if we ask somebody for feedback, there's a few benefits of that happening. First, we are signaling to that person that we are ready to hear something. And that can be ready to hear that we're doing some things well and ready to hear that there are things that we could do even better, some constructive feedback. And we're giving permission to that person to share feedback with us. Now, it will depend on the comfort of the other person. They might be pretty open, they might be pretty blunt and direct, or they might feel uncomfortable and they might cushion it and sugarcoat it in some way. But at least if you're asking for feedback, you are giving permission to that person. And it may be that it doesn't come out immediately, but maybe over time, there is some feedback that will be coming your way, which wouldn't have come if you hadn't asked for feedback. The other thing about asking for feedback is it shows a proactivity. And this gives a signal to people that you are open to change and that you are willing and ready to take things on board. So if you do ask for feedback and maybe it's something that you weren't expecting, take some time to digest it and maybe have another conversation with it or put it into practice and ask them how it's going. It can then be a dialogue and it can help that other person be part of your development as well. So I think there are only benefits of asking for feedback. I know it can sometimes feel uncomfortable, but it is definitely a way to help become even better, and it's a path to your progress. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Please follow me down below.